covering things for fun. As it is a really explosive bot lane, it's really up to this Varus and Nautilus to, I think, get something early on. Because if not, I think Team Heretics hard outscale this game. They have such an easy team fight comp. Seraphine is going to be providing so much. And the ward is not good. It's in Tribush. It will not spot out Sheo here.
It's going to be too late. Sten walks up. He's half HP. He doesn't care. Look, Hype's already been pillared up. Will he even flash at this point? He knows he's dead. Dredge line's a freebie. It's a kill given over. Sheo takes it away from Paddock. And first...
Never quite there. And then to go from that to being 0-7, potentially 0-9.
I remember when he was the best team in, the best player in BDS. And we were like, oh, Nuke's easy, a top 3 mid laner. I can't remember if this was last year or the year before when I first joined, but I remember we were talking about Nuke non-stop because of what he could do in a team that wasn't thriving and that wasn't consistently successful.
Yeah, Wei needs to be careful here, though.
He does indeed. There is no depth charge, but Sten flashes over, matches into the Seraphine, a Dredge line, a field, and Sheo, not going to take the kill, gives it over to Nuke.
Side of his jungler. Wei should have respected more, your jungler is doing grubs. But that's what happens when you're playing this immobile Seraphine. You don't have the... As we pointed out, I do think this is... They have to do this. If they don't get an early game lead, and if they're not able to snowball as we
He's got no cleanse. Double beat drop. There's an encore. Will Paddock ever get to move again? He did for a little bit, but he knew he was dead.
Douglas wants to go for the scuttle, but Shifters want to contest and force him out here. We're going to have a 3v3.
Jump first, ball control, dissonance, damage. Where's the shockwave? Pillar. Wei jumped in again. He's dead. And now Sheo's going to pull out the Cyclone, or rather Douglas is. It was Sheo who just held his,
one shot. And you're always going to be one shot. As now Sheo is here, Trayson goes for the all-in anyways.
Pathmaker, he's going to ulti. Guess what? Sheo has to redirect because Trayson, as he's waiting over the wall, will now be stuck with the pillar. He will flash out, looks for the flip, but Sheo's got his number, chopping him down. 80 damage reduced, but it's still Cassante. Blast cone taken. Trayson over the wall. Rooster flashes, and eventually he burns down. Rooster either has to TP soon, or he's just going to look for top turret.
Looks like they're just going to drop it and play for the top tower. Rooster's now TPing, though.
That doesn't look like dropping it. Here's an arrow. Sten buffered.
For the enter. But Rooster not having the TP, it should just be a free Herald for Team Heretics with how fast they're doing it, but Shifters might want to fast fight after.
The main was used, but Sheo doesn't want to walk it in. So Herald goes down. But yeah, they got to do the impossible. They're kind of like expecting as Shockwave comes through, depth charge as well, expecting to get help here. Seren's going to flash into it. Not bad from Seren. We look bot though, because while top doesn't go through, it's a flash from
the bot lane. Trayson is flanking. I don't think he can reach Rooster. I don't think this TP is anything.
Okay, but Tourism is booming against the wall with Shockwave. You know what? He's there. He's going to flash.
He is going to reach
out onto Rooster. Trayson sends his body in, and with Seren's ball, it's a success.
Okay, Trayson saw what I didn't see with the Shockwave pulling him behind, and Trayson's flash, he could take him out with the all-out as well. And Rooster being dead, that means it should be a free dragon for Team Heretics here, unless Shifters have something to say about it. But this is a 4 versus 5, but they're TPing in mid lane. They want to take the 4 versus 5.
Let's go. You know what? Send it. Here we go. 4 versus 5, why not? That dragon important, you know it is. Rooster has TP when he's alive and equalizes, so he will be able to contribute as Trayson gets poked out by a Ray. Sheo puts a pillar down at 4K for the dragon. Let's just send it. Come on, fight then. As Stan looks for the dredge line, manages max range, death charge on the hide, the encore, hits the tip of the side for 2. Dragon is stolen. It was worth, Jack. 4 versus 5 turns the 5 with a pillar out. Heretics didn't disengage. So now with a pillar, both Douglas and Seren died.
I think trying to pull out Thresh right now is just a Herculean task. It's so difficult to make this champion work.
Yeah, the same. And now what?
Shifters are the one with the range advantage. They can keep poking with Nuke and with Paddock here. They can land the arrows.
They're just never starting the Drake. Douglas is there on a ward, they know. They're just poking, not committing. Hexgate going to be used. Rooster might be found out. The all-out used by Trayson in 1v2. Depth charge to save the top laner's life. Flashing from Rooster, gets the blast cone and away to Shift as he goes. Heretics went for the flank. They're now in awkward positions as Trayson might have to back, but he has no TP. He's too damn low to do anything. Rooster gets back into the same position. They're getting walked around. Cyclone understanding, flashes away, but that equalizes. Brilliant. Yes, Paddock gets the Drake as well. A 4-man shockwave would have been fantastic if Nuke didn't unleash the storm. You can hear He's shouting. He's standing up again. He just flared the fight as a victor as Team Heretics got twirled around the Dragon Pit to lose the game.
And it sounds like we have a crowd in the arena with how loud the Shifters players are screaming. What a beautiful equalizer from Rooster. Felt like it sealed the deal on Team Heretics' fate. As they pick up the Soul, they'll pick up the Baron Nashor. And it feels like with that,
the pressure's off. They're playing decent League of Legends. They did the same thing against KC only last week.
Yeah.
And this time against Heretics, they have kind of
crazy engaged with the Shockwave.
So should Paddock go first or not? Dredge line, that's not Paddock first. Arrow going to be dodged. Then found by Trayson. I guess that answers that question. I wanted to know if Paddock should set up first, Jack.
No, I think Paddock should...
stand back?
Yeah, I think stand back. Maybe.
Okay, stand back. I was just confused about that. Dredge line, depth charge, onto Trayson. He's found out. He's in a field of static, and he's dead. Team Heretics have to walk away. There goes their inner turret, and...
that might just be game. That's 40 seconds on your main front line for Team Heretics. Now they also have their flashes up on Paddock, so Paddock can kind of bait in the engage from Team Heretics.
Oh, now he can go forward.
Now he can go forward.
Whoa. Here we go.
And all they need is one poke to land, and then they get so slowed by the Hextech Soul.
Pillar.
That Sten can look for the hook.
Lovely pillar at that.
But they can be satisfied with 2 inhibs as well. They don't need to end the game here. 2 inhibs is enough.
No, end the game. Dredge line gets Seren's flash. Nice from Sten. He's had a good game. Sheo jumping up. He subjugates. He walks back. It is a slow burn, but the Baron minions, there's like 6 cannons. There's 6 cannons. It's a firing squad on the turrets. Team Heretics have to fire now. Encore only on Sten. He walks up, but he doesn't care about dying. Douglas' Cyclone will be mitigated. A 2-man Jocko.
No way. End the game. End the game.
The Nexus about to die. Nuke finishes it off. And Heretics get blown.
You can kite the Olaf pretty nicely. The matchup isn't too bad. Ooh, Tristana.
Okay.
Feels very similar role as Kaza.
Yeah.
And you can always buffer the engage.
Is it really going to be Tristana bot, or is it Nuke bringing Tristana mid versus
when someone dies in this matchup, game is over.
I think someone's going to die,
I think, Finn, someone's going to die. Here we go. Flash away, but it's matched by Rooster. A Vault Breaker. Shred the armor, and Trayson will have nowhere to stand. First blood over the Jax as well. You know what makes it even worse? Mid.
Paddock and Sten had yet to base. Paddock now picking up that lost chapter, while Hype had the serrated Dirk already. It means that they're able to pick up this Mountain Dragon with no contest from Shifters, as Sheo is looking to try to invade the Raptors from Douglas here. And Douglas time by walking up close to the edge of where Sheo could queue him. But now Realm Orb coming in.
As you said, numbers advantage there. Ragnarok already pulled out, and even with the empowered auto attacks, no way is Rooster getting out of there.
Nice little reconsolation prize for Shifters after the top lane gang from Team Heretics.
Yeah, the top lane first blood, where Finn said it was over. I mean, it's not over yet. I mean,
it's not over yet.
Finn may have lied to us. Maybe that guy is not a crack shot. Maybe that guy is a little bit sus. I thought Finn was...
Second dragon as well. We'll have to see how Shifters can respond as they want to dive top lane. Stend is here. Sheo is here. Can they make it happen? Trayson has only the Exhaust and the Ragnarok.
I think they're going to have to dive in and out. Seren, TP from Nuke is going to go mid, and that's going to be a pushing Tristana.
I really like the defensive paranoia from Douglas, but it doesn't matter. Paddock's in trouble.
He misses the shove. He's going to have Stan United. Way was tanking up, and now the rock's getting thrown. The curtain call. Paddock needs to be blocked. Weaver's wall.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
He tried to interrupt the curtain call, but it moves Stand.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
What? No way,
he just died to a turret.
Objectives?
No.
But Shifters, they want to make a play topside. Way is on a ward.
On a ward. He's just being Vault Breaking. He has his ulti. Will he use it? He gets stunned up midway. Sheo jumps back in. Sten coming to help. Nuke pops as well. Here's the Paranoia. Reset for Nuke. He can reposition Ragnarok on top of the Shen. Undertow in. Paranoia jumping deep even though they're losing the fight. Nuke is just firing away, by the way. Can freely jump into everyone. Sends Seren out of his own ult. Nuke hop, skipping, jumping. Another reset. You know what? He's hyped up again. Why shouldn't he be? A free flight delivered to Shifters mid lane on a silver platter.
Nuke is jumping all over them. He's just taking over like it's Reckless in 2015. 15. It's absolutely crazy the damage he does in this team fight. He had the Hex Optic. He was able to have the downtime, stacked up the lethal tempo, and that's the ADC that you don't let auto-attack in this.
Maybe another top moment. Good Weaver's Wall. Good Weaver's Wall, that one. But Sten might be dead.
Maybe not.
Not
a good Weaver. Team Heretics can try to maybe rush this dragon, since Sheo should be slightly delayed for it. And I do think that last game was kind of clean from Shifters. I think this is all cards are off the table. This is going to be 40-minute game. Because I know for a fact that, or I don't know.
With him as well. And TP is Rooster joining in the fight at 2K. Sheo jumps in immediately. Lights turn up. It is Dragon for Heretics, but will they get out? Rooster gets a mega stun. His way is left alone. Vault break it into the cow. He's dead. A charging Herald gets hyped. The jump out, season desist. Turret goes with it. What a Herald! It's going to do it again. Popping heads with the double already a Rooster. Turret charge number 2. A shove is perfectly landed with a Shadow Dash onto Saren. He's dead just about. He's burning down. Lucky to be
happens outside of the dragon. It's not a fight where the dragon is getting low. Oh, we get to smite it and trade for an Ocean Soul, and maybe we even lose the fight. As now, Stan is in trouble.
He's face checking. He's been healed. Paranoia used. Here comes Paddock to the rescue in a 2v2 in front of the Olaf. Almost dies. Half HP though. And he does pick up the kill. So Rooster helps stand his ground. Nuke's going to walk into top lane. Saren thinks I can win this, but the longer those trades go on, the better that Nuke gets. Paddock. And now we focus around the Baron.
Now we focus around the Baron.
Now we go to the Baron.
Yes. Now we can get crazy here. Because now we have 5 minutes where there's no... Really nice to just pressure Team Heretics back. And once they've like taken this area, that's when it's really easy to just start the Nash. Because by the time they get into your zone, the Nash should already be pretty much dead, but they just want to fight.
Nuke also cut off the mid path, hype at half HP. Rooster ultis on top of Saren's head. He has the flash. Curtain Call's going to follow as well. Paranoia means I don't know what's going on, but flying in is Douglas. He makes that instantly clear. He was ready for an engage, but they haven't killed Rooster. Vault Breaker in. Sheo holds on to cease and desist. Now over red buff. Paddock ultis to cut off the escape. Douglas wants to find his mark without flashing, but he gets taunted by Sten and he dies to Nuke, who jumped in the other end. Meanwhile, Sheo just runs it in. Wei has no ulti. He burned it earlier from multiple angles. Shifters just take it easily.
And Shifters, they take full control of the topside jungle. This is not your jungle anymore, Team Heretics. They take down 2 members. They're going to take down the Baron Nashor as well. And they don't need a soul to close out this game, it looks like, as Shifters are on the precipice of their first win in the LEC, and they are going really loud behind us.
They are loud.
He's jumping about, bro. He's playing Tristana in real life as well, I think.
Right, he's making us believe. There's no laughing here. This is Shifter's first series win, it feels like. Saren's going to get top, but this is the Baroned up Tristana comp. Their sieging is so easy. Rooster's coming from mid. TP going to be burned by Saren. Douglas here from an angle. His Paranoia will fly cross screen, but who's it going to target? As Inhibitor Turret Bot goes first. Shifters on moments away from finding it onto Rooster. I'm not sure I would ever take that. In a 1v2, they're going to try for Saren, but here comes Paddock to save the day. Going golden is Rooster. Paddock, the shove back onto Douglas, brings him in as Nuke is in the base, destroying hype. Sheo sets it up with Cease and Desist. A Realm Warp in, exhausting onto Nuke. A double already down. Nuke will die as Ragnarok is setting up for the top lane and finally gets some value here from top lane of Team Heretics. But Rooster TV's back in. Ragnarok's gone. Stuns galore. Leap strike after leap strike. Rooster finds his targets. And Saren and Wei are all that remains. Jack, it's the first win for Shifters in the split. They may be out but not forgotten. Will they end it here though? How much more value can you get from killing Team Heretics?
Saren wants to hold the base, but he's up against 4. Can he do it? Flashes the counter strike.
He tries. He's got good damage, but the shove back from Paddock is the Nexus exposed. Rooster's on it. He's going to try and find the end. The first series win in front of their eyes.
Oh my God.
They knock out Heretics, and Shifters take their 1-7
from playoffs with this loss.
It looked impossible for Heretics. Now it is. Heretics will be the second team in the LEC eliminated, but you can get excited about Shifters with their second last series with this roster. Let's play off the series, the series. Rooster, Sheo, or Mid are your votes. And I mean, look, Nuke, insane series. Like, I mean, again, another good day.
I think Rooster as well. The whole top side really stepped up today.
Yeah.
It was really, really nice to see them play and see them perform. And Rooster on the rumble, great equalizers, great pressure. And in this Jax game as well, really took over.
I mean, look, and even though Rooster's not as vocal, it looks like they're having a good time. Shao and Nuke are having a great time. I love the energy, I love the emphasis, and the fact that they're playing good League of Legends is a great way to go out. Standing by on Des, however, is those said people we're talking about with Dracos, who are loud and vocal with their first win.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. It's my distinct pleasure to be joined by Nuke and Shao. Gentlemen, I'm sad to say it's been a minute since we've had the chance to talk. Yeah. But I love the energy on stage today. Unfortunately, I already eliminated whatever. Who cares? I want to talk about the vibes on stage. Bro, this was immaculate. I have never had this much fun watching player cams in a game of League of Legends. I don't think ever. They muted your comms. And I'm guessing it's because you were speaking French and they're like, it's 50-50 that these guys are just throwing out swear words left and right.
We actually didn't swear this game, I think.
No insult this game.
No, it's just screaming and like hyping up, you know, but I think we didn't insult. But
I will say, yeah, this is...
Yeah.
I think low-key, potentially findable hip action there. Potentially, I don't think they should give it to you, but that was some crazy hip action, my guy. Shakira is going to be following up to see if there's some lies there.
Yeah.
Talk to me about, like, what is the mentality in these last few games, right? Like, you've announced you're planning on taking a break. Obviously, the split is kind of done for. What is even the focus in the week of practice, or are you guys just up here vibing?
I mean, the practice was pretty tough, so we didn't practice a lot, but everyone wanted to win some games. Like, we had 2 games left, so we all did our best to win today. As well, Stan and me is like former Heretics player, so that was the reasoning for today, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, being 0-7 is always, there's the 0 part, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And if you have to take a game, it's for sure against Heretics, right? Especially for Stan and Show, like he mentioned, it's important. There's a line, there's a backstory. So yeah, happy with the win, but we're just here to enjoy, like just enjoying, you know.
You guys have been a duo for a really long time. You've had some pretty high highs together. How do you feel like it's evolved over the years? With you kind of kicking and breaking mine, I don't want this to feel like a funeral, you know, but like, how do you feel like it's evolved over the years? Because you guys have definitely been together for some of the highest and lowest moments of each other's respective careers. What have been the biggest changes you guys have experienced?
Like individually in each team?
As a duo, individually, what do you feel like the growth is that you guys have noticed?
Okay. I mean personally, like we always had like when you play League with guys, you usually have this feeling or the vibe of it's working, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and we brought back Shio, and I wanted Shio back because it's this vibe, this feeling was important to me to actually just play good and to do my best in each game. But unfortunately,
my bad.
It didn't.
My bad, I didn't
Yeah,
perform.
it's actually all your fault, Shao. That's
I didn't perform, it's my bad.
Unfortunately, it didn't go as planned. But yeah, I mean, I was just happy to like have him back in the field.
Yeah. How do you? I think that like the big thing for me is like clearly you guys have had a lot of success together, but Shao, this split wasn't maybe the best split. But what do you feel like is the thing that makes the vibe between you guys so good? Maybe this split aside, maybe focusing more on the big picture. Because there's a reason you guys keep ending up back together, and I think it's because you play really well on stage, and clearly it goes outside of the stage games as well.
I mean, we're really close friends in real life, so it's pretty easy to have good vibes inside the team, and we try to put everyone on the same page with us, like to have fun, have good vibes. Even like Paddock and Rooster are screaming in game.
Yeah.
So I think we are doing a good job to not only us two is having like a good time, and everyone is having a good time.
Honestly, it looks like everyone is having a good time. Yeah. Our Kia player of the series is Nuke. Nuke, congratulations.
Let's go,
guys. I need more on the last day, bro. You cannot let these vibes go because we have the potential for the greatest player cam series of all time between you and Vitality. I need pop-offs every day. I want Valorant to be embarrassed by how bad their pop-offs are by comparison. That's my one request. But again, congrats on finding that win. Let's see if you can get the second one. For now, we're going to send it to a quick break. When we return, Medic going to break down the playoffs, how each and every team gets in, if they still can get in. And in the meantime, we're going to head to a quick break.